Hello friends, I am so excited to share this video on how to succeed on Insight Timer in 2026. If you've been asking yourself, how do I approach Insight Timer in 2026? Is it even still worth putting energy and effort into Insight Timer? And if so, what are the best strategies to implement so that you make the most out of your effort? This video is for you. For those that are newer to me or my channel, quick background, I've been a teacher on Insight Timer since 2016. I have over 50,000 followers, 2 million plays on my tracks, and I've earned a total revenue of over $200,000. And in 2026, Insight Timer is still going to be a core pillar of revenue and focus for me. So let's break down what you can do so that you make the most of your efforts in 2026. Number one, track your numbers. There is a famous business quote by Peter Drucker that says, what gets measured gets managed. If you're like me, you're probably more of a feeler and this stuff can get lost by the wayside. But I think it's important to take your monthly revenue statements, to put them in a spreadsheet, to track them over time, and to see the percentage of what is changing. Because then you'll be able to look at, well, what did I do last month? Oh, I did more premium content, or oh, I got featured on this live event and I saw a boost in my revenue, or I saw a boost in my plays. It'll allow you to make connections so that you can do more of whatever is working. So I'm going to show you what that looks like for me, and also show you an amazing new feature that Insight Timer just rolled out that will help you do this at a glance. So let's begin with the new feature that Insight Timer just rolled out, and that is the ability to do a revenue scan at a glance, that we can literally just put our cursor over it and see the breakdown that we had each month. And so this is great to just see what's changing, what's growing. We can see it by color, which is really nice. And what I want to encourage you to do is to take these numbers, and you can literally now, because they have it so easily, you can screenshot each month, throw it into ChatGPT, and ask it to create a graph for you that shows each breakdown, that you can then look at something like this. So my head's going to get in the way here, but you could see how I broke these down by track plays, free plays, return rate, just each section that we just saw, break that down. Now, I made less money this year. There's still a month left in this revenue, and I'll do another full breakdown of my revenue on Insight Timer coming up in the new year. So if you're not subscribed, make sure you're subscribed to see that. And so one, this is me managing it, me giving energy, seeing what's moving, how things are growing. And what I did is also I asked ChatGPT to give me the percentage change so I can see what's happening each month, going down, 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 and then it shifts back up recently. And one of the insights that I've been able to glean is just how important return rate bonus is on a revenue amount. That if your track is getting played and has a good return rate, you can see that there's a big difference. And so I've been able to take some of those insights from just looking at this and make sure that I'm focused on premium content, especially newer content, because newer content is going to get the best return rate. Unfortunately, if you're like me and you have a bunch of older content, that's not getting great return rate bonus, which you can see happening on a lot of my free tracks. And so hopefully you can create your own insights. And what I also encourage you to do is take this, throw it into ChatGPT and say, hey, what insights do you see about what's working on Insight Timer for me? Any questions you have for me? So this is a really cool way to play and get more understanding around your numbers and hopefully help you in your strategy. Moving on to number two, define your content pillars. Your content pillars are your core areas of transformation that your body of work is built upon. And so it's a little bit different than niche, which is who you work with. Your content pillars are like, what is the content that your niche and potentially other people would want to take? And there's a few questions that I ask to help people dial in their content pillars. One is, what are the areas of transformation that you've already experienced in your life? These are always going to be a great place to find the core topics and themes that you can share because you have firsthand experience. Number two is, what do you want to be known for? If you were the blank person on Insight Timer, what is in that blank? You're the confidence person. You're the gratitude person. You're the consistency person. Think about, what do you want to be known for? And the next question I'll offer here is, if you had a billboard that reached billions of people, what would it say? I bet that message tells you a lot about the core transformation or theme that you are here to give to the world. Now, there are a lot of questions and reflections that I do with people to help them find their content pillars, and I break this down even deeper in a free training on how to attract clients with guided meditations. If you haven't checked out that training, you can sign up and get the link to it for free below, so check that out in the description. And if you haven't done any sort of content pillar work before, I think this is a must for the line of work that we're in. And if you haven't done a content pillar workshop or worked on that for yourself in a while, I think it's a great one to keep checking in with, because we always change. So go check that out in the description if you need some more support. Once you have your content pillars, they give you the place where you go to when you're looking for what content that you're going to create. You want to stay in line with most of your content pillars, but also leave room to experiment, which leads me to number 3. Give the people what they want. Insight Timer recently changed their Instagram bio to read the world's leading app for anxiety, sleep, and meditation. And the reason they have anxiety and sleep as 1 and 2 is because that is what most people are looking for. So they are speaking to the people that they seem to be attracting into the app. So what does that mean? Anxiety and sleep content does the best. And so even if your content pillar is on confidence or self-care, I want you to think of, how can you also experiment with tracks aligned with some of the top 5: sleep, stress, anxiety, morning. And it might be trying out a brand new style of meditation, brand new theme, or it might just be tailoring your content pillar and having different pieces of content that are supporting sleep. So it could be, if your content pillar was confidence, you have sleep affirmations for confidence. Or if your content pillar was meditation techniques, you tailor a specific meditation technique, let's say like a loving kindness practice for anxiety. So just working in, you know me, if you've been around my content, then I'm all about you finding your art and really expressing yourself, but also, yes, and mixing in a little bit of what the people want. Because if someone takes that sleep confidence affirmation meditation from you, they know like, oh, that was really powerful. Let me see what else they have. And they are also waking human beings that might need some more help in confidence. And so now you're building out and reaching more people, filtering them into other content that you have. Number 4, put this mantra into your head for 2026. Courses get clients. Not only are courses the number 1 way to monetize on the app, but I can't tell you how many times someone has come, booked a discovery call for my coaching, and on the inquiry they say, I've taken your courses and you've really helped me and I want to go deeper. So the courses are where you get to show your transformation and really deepen trust and deepen connection with people that make them want to go deeper into your work. Since we just talked about content pillars, I want you to think of building out your courses based on your content pillars. Those are great areas of transformation that you're known for, and then you're going to attract the right people because you're doing courses that are aligned with the theme and the people that you actually help. Courses are not only good for getting clients directly, but also to position yourself as an expert off of Insight Timer to do marketing in a way that is not just on social media. Here's what I mean. Where Insight Timer lacks in currency, it makes up for in credibility. So while you'll make more money if you got 100 people into your own course, having 100 people take a course of yours on Insight Timer and then positioning yourself as an expert in that topic of your content pillar and reaching out to podcasts and saying something like this. Hi, podcast hosts. My name is Lou. I'm a teacher on the world's most popular meditation app, Insight Timer. It was just featured on articles like Forbes and the New York Times. You share with them, I have a course on building confidence in everyday life. It has over 100 students and is a rating of 4.8. I'd love to come on your show and talk about my 4 key pillars of confidence. So now you're positioned as a teacher on the world's most popular meditation app with a course that has great reviews. And then you can get on their podcast and talk about your message and get in front of their audience and then build your business and do marketing in a way that maybe feels more aligned to you than jumping on Instagram. So it's a really great platform to then also take into speaking opportunities that you might get. You can do that same pitch to a company and say, hey, I'm an expert at the world's leading meditation app, Insight Timer. We've just been featured in Forbes, New York Times, and I teach on self-confidence in the workplace. You can see my course that has 100 people in it, 4.9 review, and I'd love to come to your company and discuss bringing in my 4 pillars of confidence in the workplace. Thanks for considering, and you might have a speaker page. So it becomes, again, where it lacks in currency, it makes up in credibility, which eventually will make up in currency. Number 5, reference the work you do with clients within your tracks. Not promoting your coaching in a track, but talk about the actual experiences with clients or the actual processes that you would use. An example of this, I posted a talk that had 3 powerful coaching questions that I might ask my clients. And I explained situations where that question would be most helpful. And from that talk, I had someone immediately reach out and became a coaching client because he got a taste of what it might sound like or feel like. And so think about what that is for you, whether it's questions that you ask, practices that you do, exercises that you might have them go through. I know this could be different depending on the coaching that you do, but still talk about the transformation that your clients are having within your app so that people understand, oh, you work with clients? Maybe you could work with me. Number 6, promote your courses and tracks within other tracks and talks and pieces of content. We can't tell people to go off the app, but we can share other things that we have going on in the app. And so starting to get strategical around what are the courses that I have, and you should have an idea based on your content pillars, and building out more courses in the new year. And then as you launch a pre-track or a premium track, at the end of those tracks, say, hey, if you like this, I have a course that can help you go deeper into this. And it might be a premium into a course. And on a free track, you might talk about, hey, if you like this, I have a premium track. And if you're a free user, maybe you consider subscribing to a premium track that I have for you to go deeper. So you're building Insight Timer's revenue by doing that and promoting it, which is ultimately going to help us all grow and help Insight Timer grow. And since it's a percentage model, we all win. And so thinking about doing it in a not super promoty way, but there's a way to just say, hey, if you want to go deeper, I have a course on this. Go check it out, the course tab, and I'd love to support you. So continue thinking about sending people to other pieces of content that you have. Number 7, make the most out of the work that you do. If you create a meditation, ask yourself, how can I make a newsletter about this meditation I created? And how can I put this meditation on YouTube? Or maybe I do a little talk that I can put on YouTube and I'll link to the meditation. Or I'll take the concept of my newsletter and I'll make a carousel and I'll put it on Instagram. Or I went live, and as I went live, I actually recorded the meditation and I'm going to put it on YouTube. So really trying to get the most out of the work that you're already doing so that you can grow your work outside of Insight Timer and in other places. Number 8 is find community. Being around others that are doing this work together is so infectious. I have a personal group of some Insight Timer teachers that I meet with weekly. I also just finished up my Insight Timer Momentum Mastermind this year, and the energy that people came in with, and when they working with people all on a shared goal, there's something that shifts in the intention and the care and the content that they're able to create. And so I encourage you to find other people doing this. There's Facebook groups. You can check one out, Insight Timer Teachers, that has people doing meetups. I know Tom Evans is still giving so much to that group and having meetups and supporting teachers. And if you'd like to get deeper support and be in a intensive mastermind with me, so make sure you're subscribed to my newsletter below so that you get updated on when I run that program again in the future. And number 9, fall in love with the process. I did an interview with Christopher Plowman, the CEO of Insight Timer this year, and hearing his vision for where Insight Timer is going, where the users continue to grow, where the teachers continue to grow. And you might ask yourself, Lou, yeah, the revenue's not huge right now. but the best time to be on Insight Timer was 5, 6, 7 years ago. And as the Chinese proverb goes, the second best time is starting now. So if you are committed to doing this work for the long game and love the Insight Timer community, then just falling in love with the process of creating, letting go of attachment to the outcome is going to be the biggest recipe. It's the number one strategy I tell everyone. If you're looking for a strategy, here it is. 1 new meditation a week, 1 live event a week, a new course every 3 months. Add in more as you feel inspired. But if you can just commit to that for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, you are going to start seeing results and you are going to be changed in the process. So I hope you found these helpful. They were completely different, most of them, from my 2025 recommendations. So if you haven't checked out that video, all of them still apply. So I'll link that below for you so you can check out the 2025 tips. They all apply to 2026 still, but I wanted to make this video new and special for you. So let me know how I did. Leave a comment which one resonated for you. I'd love to continue to support you on your path to being the best Insight Timer teacher in the new year. And one last time, I just finished up this beautiful webinar where I help teachers use meditations to attract clients. We go over content pillars, we go over a content framework. And if you haven't checked that out, there's a free link. Go check it out in the description below. And I look forward to supporting you in the coming year. Take care.